Like one day all of this is gonna be like, you know, Disney history. Years from now we'll be like, do you remember when there were all these walls up? Alright, we are in the park. We're coming in through the International Gateway entrance. So this entrance is in the backside of Epcot here. So we're coming into like the UK pavilion right here, the United Kingdom pavilion, and then we're gonna go ahead, and I think the game plan right now is to go into Future World. We have not yet ridden Spaceship Earth since we've been here, and we haven't even like seen, you know, like that whole front entrance. I want to see what's new with all the construction and everything. So let's go get some construction updates, head down into Future World. Looks like another nice quiet day this morning. Look at this. This is so nice. Already stopping and looking at, when we come back through, what food and wine items we are going to be getting. So this is all, I didn't really show this off too much when we were here the other day. This is the new Starbucks location for here in Epcot. It is right in World Showcase. I really like the location of this, because the old location was back like when we first kind of came into the park and like walked through where Spaceship Earth is. It was right there by the Fountain of Nations. Like, rest in peace, Fountain of Nations. I'm very sad about that leaving us, but that's where the old location used to be. So this being right here, I kind of like that it's more like centrally located, that if you would have been in Future World or in World Showcase, you know, it's kind of like right in between both of them. Whereas before, like if you would have been in World Showcase and wanted a Starbucks, you would have to like trek all the way, you know, back through Future World. I'm not sure if that's going to be the permanent location of the Starbucks, because once all of this construction is done, there's going to be a lot of things that are changed around. So that's the other thing we're going to kind of look at today, is this Epcot construction update and document these times. So many things are changing around here. So yeah, when I was at D23 this last year, I got so excited. I think the thing that made me the most excited at D23 was hearing the news for Epcot, seeing the movie presented of all of the different plans that are coming here to this park. This park means so much, you know, to me and my family. We love it here and have so many memories here. So seeing, you know, what the future of this park is going to be really makes me excited for what is to come. It's been hard to say goodbye, you know, like to Fountain of Nations and everything, but from the concept art, it looks really cool. I like the futuristic vibe that they're going to, you know, be bringing back in to keep it current and up to date with what is, you know, futuristic. So I'm excited about it. But in order to make all these things happen, this is right now like a whole walled off section here. So we just came from World Showcase right there. You can see how far out these walls jut. And the building that was Innovations East, I want to say, or West. Both of the Innovations buildings are being torn apart right now. Look at this. So the other thing that we are trying to do right now is ride Mom's favorite ride. We are going to go get in line for Soarin. Hopefully it's not too long of a wait, and maybe while we're down here we'll even do Living with the Land again, which is what we did the other day when we were here on Monday. That's when we were here last, and we can do Living with the Land continually. My family, we refer to it as the people mover of Epcot. It really is just like that nice, you know, sit down, relaxing ride. We love like seeing all of just the different things that they do in there with the plants. It's awesome. Okay, let's all make guesses. How long do we think Soarin's gonna be? I'm gonna say 25 minutes. 30. 30, Mom? Okay. Dad, do you have a weigh-in?
8 minutes.
8 minutes. I love the obscure number. Okay, let's see. Also, this is cool. When we were waiting in line for the Awesome Planet movie that we watched the other day, we got to see Garden Grill has been back open. And from up there, we had seen like the characters come out, and they just kind of like stand around the top there so that they're socially distant and walk around and talk to the guests. Okay, so Living with the Land is only 10 minutes, but that looks like a walk-on right there. Let's see who won our Soarin' bet. Okay, so I think actually my dad is the winner because it is 10 minutes for Soarin'. That's even shorter than the other day by like a lot. I bet you this is gonna be like continually walking up to the front. Thank you. Here we go. So we'll see how it is today, but when we rode Soarin' the other day when we were here, they didn't do the whole opening spiel with Patrick. They have one of the cast members like live time do the spiel just over the intercom, and so I guess they're doing that because they're just trying to, you know, not have as much time, I guess, that we're, you know, standing here and getting people through quicker. That's my guess. So we'll see what they do today, because that was pretty interesting. I hadn't heard that that was a change that they were doing during this time. They still show this part while you're like waiting, while they're still getting everyone situated. They show like the little flyovers of all the different destinations you're gonna see. Oh, today we got Patrick, so I guess sometimes they're still doing him.
We'll begin boarding in a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information.
That makes me happy. We always like to see Patrick.
This includes cameras, purses, hats, and of course, these little dudes.
Alright, so we just got off of Soarin'. You know what I was thinking about? That ending scene of Soarin', where you fly over Future World and you see Fountain of Nations and everything, all that's now like literally behind walls and it's been like bulldozered over. So I wonder, will they ever, you know, update this movie once everything, you know, is open up here in Epcot eventually? Will they change that up? I've always wanted them to, ever since this change from Soarin' over California to Soarin' Around the World, I always said I want them to do Soarin' over Florida. I think that would be awesome because you could do so much with that. The Florida Everglades, you know, the beaches, just so many, there's so many parts of Florida that are so beautiful. And then you could do like all 4 Disney parks and property. That I think would be awesome in here. So maybe if they have to change the end scene anyway, I wonder, you know, if it's something that we could see happen at some point, that we get like new movies here at Soarin'. Living with Land, it says 15 minutes, but it actually, the line looks shorter than when we saw it and it said 10. Look at that, we just kept walking the whole time to get here onto the ride. Okay, we're on Living with the Land. You can see we have the, like, this isn't exactly plexiglass, it's like a kind of clear tarp almost. Hello! You ready, Mama? You're excited. You said this is our first time, your first time getting to have a front row like this. Very exciting.
They become home to the American farm. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems and for your safety, please remain seated. In Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world, used to make flour for baking.
I love that. All of a sudden they all swam this way, like somebody was saying, like, come on guys, come on this way. And they all follow.
Produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants. Proud Walt Disney.
Hidden Mickey.
50,000 edible plant species in the world. Most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and milk, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption.
I love being in these greenhouses. It smells so good in here. It's just like that fresh produce smell. amazing.
And vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, you can increase yields and better control disease. These crops taste.
Look, do you see the hidden Mickey pumpkin?
In fact, we serve
Right
more
there.
than 15 tons of produce from
Uh-huh. Or no, it's the actual pumpkin is formed like a Mickey. Yeah. Okay, so we just got out of Living with the Land right now, coming out of the Land Pavilion here, and we're going to go do Spaceship Earth, and this is all so different. I haven't yet seen this because we didn't walk all the way up to this part of the park yet when we were here on Monday, and just look how different this is. So usually, how it was before, you used to like be able to go right through this archway here, and then that was like where Fountain of Nations was and everything, and you would turn and you can get to Spaceship Earth right there. Now all of this is behind walls, all of it, and look, you can see the demolition, how that whole building of Innovations, all of that is gone. Look at this. This side's still up over here. They're slowly working away at remodeling everything. So here's our Epcot construction update. They have some signage to show you how you have to get different places. So we're having to walk down by the seas, and then they have some type of pathway open that before used to be cast member only area to get us to segue out to that like front entrance area of the park.
So what are they going to do with all this construction here? What's going to be here?
So right here is the seas, and this whole thing right here, this all used to be like just cast member only areas, and now it's how we get to the front of the park. Of all these construction walls, look, they have Hey right there, Mr. Ray. Because I believe back in here somewhere, if it hasn't been scrapped, one of the concept arts that they showed at D23 was like a Moana water play area. You see they have a lot of Moana in the concept art of these walls here, so hopefully that's still what is coming. And yeah, I don't know if it was so much a water play area as it's like a water garden. It looked really, really cool, the concept art for it. It looked very peaceful and zen back in there. This is so interesting having, you know, this different perspective of the park that I've never gotten to see before. Okay, so yeah, look, and we can pop out right here.
We used to go all the way up. All the way up.
Yeah, you used to walk all the way up, and now that's all blocked off. You see there on the side, there's only so far that you can go back, and then it's all walled off there in what used to be that area around Fountain of Nations. Look at this. So you can see the prisms that they put in with what's going to be the front entrance fountain. All that is also back behind walls right now, but I love those nautilets that they put in. Hello! Alright, only 10 minutes for Spaceship Earth. So now Spaceship Earth is also one that is going to be getting a complete renovation overhaul to it, which when you think about it, this is one that it's all about technology and how things have evolved and changed, and you know, so much has happened in the realm of technology since, you know, this last ride refurb here. So this is one that, you know, it needs it, and I'm excited to see, you know, what they're gonna bring in here, but I also am very nostalgic about this attraction. But because of everything that's happening right now in the current situation, this has been put on hold because it was supposed to go down like back in May of this year, 2020. And then with the parks closed and everything, and now that they're back open, they have not announced when this is going to go back down. So it's kind of put on hold right now, this project.
Is inventing papyrus, a sort of paper. Papyrus in turn creates special record keeping of plans, designs, and unfortunately taxes. But it also brings with it the dawn of great civilization. Phoenicians, who trade with all of them, have a solution. They create a simple common alphabet adaptable to most languages. And with math comes mechanical technology and the birth of the high-tech life we enjoy today. Our learning is destroyed, lost forever. Or so we century scholars. Call it the first backup system. The books are saved, and with them our dreams of the future. They do. Books make it easier to invent the future in every field. And the result is an incredible explosion of innovation we call the Renaissance. Ever before.
Transcontinental Railroad.
To send a man to the moon, at first very large, very expensive computers, but we see the potential. A truly global community, poised to shape the future of this, our Spaceship Earth. It's your turn. Questions for us. Then we'll show you a new world, custom made just for you.
Okay, Mama, what do we do? You're the one, you don't get to do this as often, so you should do it.
I always did it with
You're gonna do leisure?
like on outer space or undersea.
Let's say outer space. I usually say undersea, so we'll say outer space. What type of person are you? I'd say more planner, yeah. Did you like our road trip or did you like being in the park? The destination, yes. Where would you like to live? Yes. Do you worry about, well, you don't have a pet. We worry about our pet. Yeah. How do you want to travel in the future?
What do you want?
Let's say solar power.
Well done.
Okay, there we go.
Let's add in some amazing new technology that we happen to know about.
Welcome to the future. Or should I say, your
There's
future.
the 2020 version with our masks.
Here in your future, getting away on vacation is a breeze. Your smart suitcase knows where you're going and what you need. And with solar power from your home fueling station, you're on vacation. You won't have to worry about your pets while you're gone, thanks to handy household robots. You'll leave your country home in an ultra-light, ultra-powerful, totally networked family car that can take you anywhere.
Sometimes it doesn't get the picture exact, so it does weird things.
Restaurants and homes information network can get you your daily news almost anywhere. You'll never get bored on the journey because your car's holographic house technology keeps you connected to friends back home.
Short hair.
When it's time to get away, and make sure you're dressed for success. You're traveling quickly and safely to places you can't imagine visiting today.
Here we go to space.
Once you arrive at your ultimate vacation destination, you're out of this world and into the future. View of the future.
Cute.
The end. Or should I say the beginning of your future.
Mom, you are missing an eyebrow. The whole eyeball. Oh my goodness. Oh, and there we are. We came out pretty all right. Mama, oh, you're missing part of your face, Mama. And I don't know what the white thing under my mask is. I always enjoy Spaceship Earth. I just always find it like so inspirational, and it just is a really like nostalgic ride for me. So I'm happy that we got to see it right now in case Disney does one of these days, you know, say like, you know, it's going away, you know, and we're not gonna get to see this version again. So I'm excited that we got to do this right now. And then right here they still got the bubblegum wall and the blueberry wall. And here is where the construction walls jut up to. And so you can see here exiting Spaceship Earth all of this where we used to be able to walk back through is just being completely demolished. This is crazy to see, to be here in this transitional time with the construction updates around Epcot. So actually, to get over to Back to World Showcase from this direction, we're having to go back this way. All of this is so crazy to see. I kind of talked about this the other day, how like when I was riding Splash Mountain yesterday, how I do find it so amazing to see the parks when they go through like these transitional times or something, because like one day all of this is going to be like, you know, Disney history. It's all like vintage Epcot. Like, you know, years from now we'll be like, do you remember when there were all these walls up and they were going from the older style into the more modern day Epcot? We got to see it then. So yeah, where they're bringing us out to right now, this is right by what was the Universe of Energy and now is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. They're up there working actually right now. Look at them. You can tell by my shirt right here. We are getting ready to go into World Showcase and around this way for some food and wine. Mom, you got your matching shirt on too. For food and wine ready. The crispy citrus chicken. That is delicious. Is that good?